Remember the first time we came here? We even brought up, and when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty. Huh? Traveler? Did something catch your eye? Whoa. What a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer? Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that, okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends helping you make more connections. Paimon is Paimon! Paimon doesn't think we've met.
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has a shift in form so...
Wait, you're... Huh? You're the illuminated bird?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging...
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some...
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh, so you have taken...
Well?
One has never found oneself lacking in base...
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Ah, right. So by disciples, you...
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not. However, one would first inquire...
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing...
If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for leave.
Sounds great! Then let's... Pavilion! Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this? Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go? Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously...
Fair enough. Makes sense. All right, then, we'll just pass on...
Cloud Retainer?
Oh!
Is that lady someone? She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule to...
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu.
Thank you, Huixin.
It's been a while, Ganyu!
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since...
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak.
Huh?
Seems she's not buying it.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect...
But recognizing you is,
An apt... One was simply passing by while attending to some...
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something... super...
Oh, is that so?
One simply desired to see you and had no intent...
I understand.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must... it still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
Cloud Retainer!
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story.
Wow, you've been to so many. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer.
A human name? Huh.
You really think so? Not that you're...
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible.
Xianyun?
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the...
Oh, that sounds super
Actually, those lines...
Huh? Wait, so you're really that...
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a...
Not exactly.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Although I did not live through such tragedy, on top of the drought, the books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus...
That's incredible.
Mortal records add embellish...
Even so, you stopped it and... Oh, Paimon suddenly has a...
How laughable.
That's...
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she... Moreover, does she...
That is a lot of...
There is no cause for concern, Cloud. Wanmin Restaurant's business...
I see. Most excellent indeed. Now, it...
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something...
Can that wait until...
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own...
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please, take care.
See you around, Ganyu! Whew! Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think?
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, huh?
Oh, I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how...
You do it!
No. I think you should. Wait.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering, if...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of more meat to go.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your...
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This...
Master?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain...
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you.
You...
Is something the matter?
Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and...
And check out the great food, too!
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon. Are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So, I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things...
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Woohoo!
It is just as one... Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way.
Seems like you've been making progress.
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work,
Oh, a sensible plan. One is glad.
And you, Master? How
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely.
I see. I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters and.
Whoa. Her mood shot up just.
By the way, Master, since you are in.
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name.
I see. In that case, allow me to also.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that in response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race.
Huh. What kind?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing. Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it a...
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh. With you gone.
Have you been lonely, Master?
Lonely? Huh. At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings, 'tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous.
Mm-hmm.
What is the reason for that?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after... I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two...
To me, they are both, Master. One is the Master that's widely revered.
Huh. One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. This is not to say that your words paint.
She got, like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her...
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
All right, good luck with the lunch.
I'll try my best.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies, and the dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill.
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still super...
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny? But it smells so delightful. Can we really not eat?
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll... Excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table with you?
Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
Great! Thanks so much. My name is Xianyun, and the...
Granny?
Yep. Is there something wrong?
No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young.
Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much... Granny? Why don't you take a seat? Come on.
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
Anticipated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you.
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground.
No, not this again.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people... Right, that... I... need any
help? Oh, do you mean with... Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memories... Actually,
Her memory's been bad ever since I was little. They died young. Oh. But it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot too. Wow. You're too kind.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark.
Huh? That sounds super
It was just a dream, so you know, I believe...
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear and her breathing remains calm and level.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
Huh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case...
Not anymore. Although...
A younger version. This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on?
As one said, fate must have brought us together.
Are you sure? Paimon's Paimon.
Just Xianyun.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. Oh, we don't need any payment for this. You're welcome. But Miss Xianyun, all we have to go off is that dream.
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace...
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny, do you remember which...
Why, of course I do.
Okay, Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist. If it's true, then maybe the root of... A martial arts heroine? Oh! Xingqiu knows tons about Liwei.
Are you leaving already?
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing...
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward Rambler? Oh, you mean Madame Ping!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once...
Always wanted to try this place.
This place, the food is unbelievable.
Eat to your heart's content. Today is my treat.
Huh. It's you two. What brings you here?
Xingqiu! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
That's not a whole lot of information. I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But...
Nameless heroine?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great... All they knew was that she always acted after the drought ended. The heroine and the exorcist. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat helpful.
Thanks a lot, Xingqiu.
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra...
Well, Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait, Xingqiu...
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless, perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the... You're welcome. To be honest, I found some parts of the story... It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade and... I've never understood why...
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover...
That's a deal.
Paimon feels like we just learned so much... Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too!
Well, they used to be. But, so while droughts do happen from time to time, the crops withered, the streams ran dry...
That sounds...
Yeah, and that's exactly why the name... Still, as terrible as that drought was, they say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Xianyun, and Paimon Everyone hopes that Granny you and I will be able to remember. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time, Xing.
It's no problem at all.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank you. Straight word, but ping.
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such...
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless...
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden?
Well, approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor? Not unless...
It does not require as much as you may think.
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! What are you
Nothing save for some trivial matters.
Shinto has a theory, but let's say...
Do not be troubled, young lady.
What do you think, Xianyun? Does it match up with what you know? According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianheng. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in her attic full of a bunch of weird... I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always not...
Thank you.
Okay, since we have the time, sure thing. I have a secret I want to tell you.
Boring!
What's wrong, Xianyun? Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask every... Oh! How about that? Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus... must have been a slip of the tongue.
One is indeed an adeptus.
Huh? I knew it. Well, one time when I was a little kid, I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all ick. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house. I really wanted to thank her, but I was too... So, I just kind of wanted to ask... A pure white illuminated crane? The only... Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. One surmises such a
That's weird. Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter. Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, let's go to Wangshu Inn first! Okay, I'll go get Grit.
Wangshu Inn.
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, I believe I used to have a...
I'll come with. I'm still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but... Whoa! Shao! What are you doing here all of a...
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form. I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war? Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold,
worthy of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or...
An impressive imitation.
Paimon knows.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you described. The Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought...
A Cloud Retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't pick.
Once one had bid farewell to the world of Mor, one dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the...
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, although I do believe there was an occasion some 30...
One believes there is little need...
Granny, are you okay?
Perhaps this conversation should end here. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name.
Everyone! I think Granny...
Slowly now.
A long time ago, I stayed...
So what Shinto said was true?
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even... I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he told me that the pills were concocted using adeptite.
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant and it was all thanks to the pills that you managed?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Hey, you're not useless.
Oh, fret not, dear child.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process. Finding...
Next location. There isn't really a landmark there, so after all, if she was there for any length... sees an abandoned house! Why don't we take a break over there?
This place...
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. Shuyu. This is where your father was born. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot... I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came. I remember that night. I alone am the source of this sin.
Sin? Oath?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember... Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby...
My dad?
He was my pride and joy. And so are you, but you're... always going to be different from me. I
don't care what you might have done, Granny.
You're too sweet, Shuyu. I'm lucky to have you. All right. Let's not stand around any...
If one recalls correctly, the next place should be Xianyun Peak.
Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny, one day?
Let me see. How strange. Have I lived here before? When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of them. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then? Yeah, that's true. Paimon was hoping this place would...
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
It's alright. We're not going to give up yet.
Thank you. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsong? Looks like we've come full circle.
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't...
Mount Outsong.
Mount Outsong holds some
It does, but
Are you feeling unwell?
My head... It feels all...
Cloud... Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You may leave the rest to me.
Wait, really? When did you...
I never leave anything to chance. Here.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering?
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle, soothing agitation and anxiety.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved...
How preposterous. Had you and I not recall, we Adepti can only help those who first resolve.
Paimon thinks she gets it.
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal too.
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean. But...
And you and I. It appears she has already...
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even...
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew. This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left. So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny! Granny, are you...
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have
Wait! Did you just call her by her full name? You already knew each other?
Yes. I now...
Granny, please don't cry.
Oh, don't worry, my dear child. Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone. It's all come back to me now. The most...
One can sense the guilt.
No, it's okay. Shuyu, everyone.
Please, Granny, don't force your...
I know, dear child. Some time ago.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Joy?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real... I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took... I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right.
50 years ago?
That's right. Master regaled me. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than but I was still far from being a real adeptus. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years. And if I were to fail to return to...
Oh no. So that was the source of your...
Was it because of
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training him. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted more than anything. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away.
Oh no.
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it... I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. But that was only the beginning of my troubles. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my... Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence.
Granny!
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Master, don't tell me.
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not? Consider...
So when I tried...
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. One found you with such ease every...
Wait! Paimon's confused! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again?
Perhaps...